Kai, many congratulations. You're breaking a lot of records at the moment. That's 5 wins at the start of the year. You're scoring 5 goals away from home back to back. Can you describe this sort of momentum since the year changed around?
Yeah, I think we are in a good moment. Won all of the games so far. So obviously it feels good. But behind all of that was hard work for sure. And there are many more things to come in the future, many hard games. Next one is again on Wednesday in another competition. So we have to continue the hard work and give it everything again during the week.
Talk me through today's game. You're expecting a tough game, but you scored at really important times, didn't you, to just be ruthless?
Definitely. I think we wanted to start the game very well. I think we lacked that a bit at West Ham. They were on top of us the first 50 minutes at West Ham, so we wanted to change that. So the early goal was very important for us. I think we scored another couple of good goals, and we're happy with the win.
A glorious day for the club. Sold out crowd at the Emirates watched the women's team win today. Both teams going for titles this season. What's it like to be around the training ground at the moment?
It's amazing. It's amazing. We're all together. The youth, us, and the ladies as well. So there's a good connection. So there's obviously a very good dynamic right now. We try to push each other every day. It's good, but as I said, there's still a lot to play, and we're gonna give everything.
Well played today.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Arsenal have won their first 5 Premier League games at the start of the year for the first time ever. They won at 5-0, and the scoring started in minute number 5. It was their captain, Martin Odegaard.
And it's a fantastic goal. And Martinelli, every time, he's done really well against Liverpool every time he's played. And here you can see Burnley are just so open. They don't normally, against Liverpool, they didn't play this way at home. And when Martinelli comes in, he picks out a fantastic pass to Odegaard, who just holds out to the edge of the box. First touch sets it up for him for a beautiful half volley to the bottom corner.
No question, it was quality. I think Declan travels with the ball as he does. He breaks lines, not only with passes, but winning movement with the ball. He's added that to his game. Great pick out at the edge of the box. The touch makes it, and he half volley, times it brilliantly. He's back to his best, and they need him back to his best.
Assignon brought down Trossard, and the decision was a penalty. We're all in agreement?
Yeah, no doubt.
No doubt. Great interplay from Arsenal, great touch by Havertz. He was rash, and I know it's easy to say stay on your feet, but in the heat of the moment, you think he can get there. A little touch by Trossard. I don't know why he's complaining. It's a definite pen and yellow card.
All right, penalties awarded. Bukayo Saka steps up. You said not convincing.
No, it was a poor penalty. You look at the goalkeeper, Trafford should save it. I mean, it's gone underneath his hand. But listen, at the end of the day, all that matters is it ended up in the back of the net.
Yeah, Saka was to get a second in the second half then to make it 3-0, and this is the goal, John.
Yeah. Well, of course, you look at the time, 47 minutes. You're coming at half-time, 2-0 down. You come out, you keep it tight, maybe you get a goal. Going 3-0 down against Arsenal, a poor header, defensive header there, and you can still see how open they are here. You can see the midfield players are the wrong side of the ball. Comes to Saka, comes back onto his left foot, comes inside, then goes on the outside on his right foot. And it's a great strike, but if the keeper stands up, I think he should save it. He hits it well, but if you stand up, you get a good hand to that. And now the game is over.
Very difficult, John, when you're playing against a wide player. You know yourself, you was one who can go both ways, and you can't second guess it.
Particularly if you're left-footed on all right, you think he's going to come in on his left foot, but he goes down the outside. Here, once again, they're so open. And Trossard gets his second goal. I mean, it's just who's going to score it? Good for Trossard.
Yeah.
Just uses the defender to bend this round. The goalkeeper is unsighted. Guerra just drifts forward. He goes at the right time. He's nicely tucked into his centre half, so he's the right time to go forward. And it's a decent enough pick out. They get a little bit lucky, of course they do, but Trossard just uses that defender to unsight the goalkeeper. He affects football matches. Every time he's out there, he assists or scores. Outstanding signing.
And I'm pleased for Havertz. This is Havertz's goal. I mean, it's ridiculous. Look at a long throw. A throw over the top and in on goal. Yes, he nutmegs him, comes inside. But look how open Burnley are. The midfield players are nowhere to be seen in front of the back four. And I'm pleased for Havertz because, but the thing with Arsenal is that they haven't necessarily got a centre forward, so they scored 5 goals and 6 goals. When they're not going to do that, I still feel they need a centre forward long term.
Doesn't help when you've got centre halves trying to play offside from a throw on. I mean, you get 5-year-olds who do that, and get told otherwise, and then they learn by the time they're 6. These are playing in the Premier League, trying to play offside from a throw on. Incredible.
Yeah, they're on a goal-scoring run at the moment. Arsenal, 21 goals in their last 5 Premier League games.
They're spreading the goals around. And of course, when you're playing well and you're full of confidence, anybody can score, as they're showing here. But as I said, come March, April, when all of a sudden you're not going to be scoring goals, because these are regular goal scorers, when you can say, we've got a centre-forward to score goals, is it going to be Nketiah?
Yeah.
Not necessarily. And I think that that's probably where they will fall down short. But at this moment in time, they're doing fantastically well.
All right, that's Arsenal wrapped up.
You must be happy enough with that performance today.
Yeah, they're on a roll. They're in a really good place. You can sense it. Just got to keep replicating these performances. Potential banana skin you might suggest today, but never allowed that to develop. Arsenal suffocated for Burnley, got their heads in front, managed the game well, spread the goals around the pitch. It's all good. I'm even looking at Kiwar, left back. Arsenal have small issues there with Zinchenko. We know how loose he can be defensively. He's looking rock solid at the moment, Kiwar, in that left back position. So it's all good. I'm not talking it up too much. Still all to do, but they're in a really good place.
Yeah, they are. I mean, it's a magnificent performance. I think they look strong. They look like a machine at the minute. There's a physicality about Arsenal and a good mentality, and they're clinical. You know, some of the finishes today were outstanding. Some of their football was outstanding. Burnley just couldn't lay a glove on them, couldn't live with them. And that's another great performance. They've got a big game midweek now, you know, Porto away.
Yeah.
You just wonder if that's going to get in the way of their championship challenge. But at the minute, you know, when you're playing as well as this, confidence must be sky high.
They clicked up into third gear, fourth.
No question.
Second
I mean,
half.
when they get the goal early in the second half, and then they're on easy street, and it could have been more than 5, let's get it right. But they're so slick at the minute. They know what they're doing. They're powerful, they're fit. They made some good Burnley players look very, very ordinary today.
Yeah, easy street, easy big quality street. I mean, they're pouring at the moment. They really are. It's interesting, the Champions League, when you get that one, you could argue that one both ways in terms of emotionally, physically, what it could take out of you, but you could easily flip it on its head.
No, you want to be
compliment.
in it. You want to be in it, right?
Yeah.
But my point is, you know, will it, if they keep going in both the competitions, will one affect the other? Do you know what I mean, Kenny?
Yeah, I think it can do at times, but it can have the opposite. It can galvanise the dressing room. Going to Porto, getting results, quarterfinals, the Champions League, the belief starts. This could be a magical year. Everybody wants to be part of it. Everybody's getting game time. Everybody's chipping in with goals. High level of performance. Everybody's demanding more of each other. It could be that type of effect. One could complement the other.
They were 2-0 up at half-time, Neil, and it was Bukayo Saka who got 2 goals last week, 2 goals this week. He put them 3-0 up very early in the second half.
Yeah, and it's just the perfect antidote that Arteta would have wanted. Odegaard, little half-turn, the left-back to Kroos all over the place, half a yard bang. Now, for me, you know, we've had the discussion off air. I've still got to look at the goalkeeper.
Again?
Yeah.
Poor
it's on his
Trafford.
right foot.
It's a bullet, though. That's a bullet of a shot.
Yeah, he hits it hard, but if you stand up, you save it. You know, you got to get your body. He's sort of dove under it, but, you know, Del Quire's defending is pathetic. You know, first of all, the ball's played in behind him and he doesn't get anywhere near body contact to stop the shot.
I got to cut him a bit of slack here, the left back. This is how good Saka is. We know how good he is in that left foot. You show him inside in that left foot, forget it. He whips it inside the far post. So what do? You lean him, you show him on his outside onto that right foot. Do you fancy his chances off his right side? Yeah, absolutely. He's that good technically off his left and right side. I'd suggest almost impossible from a full-back in that position against a player of Saka's quality. It really is.
We bigged up Saka and Martinelli in advance, and they did it again today. Saka's just on fire right now.
Yeah, he's looking really sharp. You know, he's looking clinical. He's looking like he wants to hurt teams. His performance today, again, he made the game look easy, and he's just maturing into a top player. Just this little, you know, half a yard bump, he's away from people. His goal last week when he steps inside Aguerd and just flashes in the near post. And again today, he just looks a player in the top of his game.
Yeah, he could play any club team in the world. He wouldn't look outplaced in the Real Madrid at the moment. His technical ability is that good. Game awareness, decision making. Always has been at a very early age since he came into the team. He's had that, and he's a leader. He's a leader in the team.
He's looking
now.
strong and powerful, though, Kenny, as well. He's looking fit.
Can't knock him off the ball.
Exactly.
Can't intimidate him.
You know,
that's mentality as well. He's a strong boy. Don't get me wrong, but that's mentality as well.
It was getting a little bit ridiculously easy by this stage. We're going to show a couple of stats here before the Trossard goal. There you go. So nice and very efficient as well with his finishing. You know, he's doing everything he needs to do, and he tracks back. You know, distance covered, all that kind of stuff.
But Arsenal need these numbers from him. Never felt Arsenal lead. It's an interesting argument. They haven't got a 25-goal number 9. You can't win a league without that. Never quite bought into it, and the wingers had a reason. The kind of numbers that they can put up, Saka and Martinelli in between, 15 potential league goals, Odegaard as well. If they can contribute double figures, Havertz, when everybody else is chipping in, then it is possible to make that argument. Arsenal can win a league title without a 20-goal number 9.
Well, they could still do with Mbappe next year if he ends up going there. But what about Trossard's goal then? This is for 4-0.
Yeah, hadn't got his shoot boots on today. Trossard, really impressed with him last week, but yeah, a little bit off it up until this point here. It's a reasonably easy finish for him. It's really poor defending from Burnley. Like getting dragged all over the place here, the back four unit panicking defending, people throwing their legs at things, but just holds his position at the back post here, balls arise to him, and clear picture what he wants to do. Just kind of a controlled finish. I think he's a better option than Havertz at the moment, that kind of false number 9. I actually trust him a little bit more in front of goal. I know Havertz got a goal next, but he's been lacking a little bit of confidence. He's a bit more loose in front of goal, Havertz. This lad's a little bit more clinical when those opportunities present themselves in front of goal.
You could see in the celebration there he was a bit relieved because he probably should have scored before then.
He should have done, yeah, but I've always liked him. I think he's a player of great football intelligence. He can play anywhere across the front line. I think he's been a great signing in terms of giving that squad depth as well on goals. We talked about Liverpool's front three earlier on. Arsenal's are in the same vein of form at the minute, Kenny. You know, they look really impressive, whether it be in terms of dominating possession and their scoring goals or excellent on the counter-attack as well.
Kai Havertz got the 5th goal, as Kenny alluded to there. So this is the one that actually puts them, they're still 2 points behind Liverpool, but actually this makes their goal difference 1 better than Liverpool. So who knows, these kind of goals might count come the end of the season.
Yeah, listen, it's a great goal, great individual goal. I've got to say, the defending here is abysmal.
Talk about Burnley here for a second, actually, because
it's
you were
so
really
bad. I mean, it's a throw-in.
Yeah.
You know, they've switched off. Then the guy comes across, gets nutmeg. Dara can't get back in. Looks like he's treading water there. It's a nutmeg. The goalkeeper's isolated, and it's a very good finish. You know, you got to give Havertz credit, but from the throw-in, he should never be in that position in the first place.
Yeah, but I understand what Neil's saying. You think a little bit of pride, keep your focus, don't concede. No, but I've been in this position in the back of the high.
Kenny, we all
it's
have.
tough. You're down. Yeah, you're disillusioned. You're feeling sorry for yourself. You're almost embarrassed, to be honest with you. Very, very difficult in that situation to pull yourself together and pull people around you and have that type of kind of positive attitude, because you're literally so down on yourself. It's a tough place to be in. The
top half of the table looks good there for Arsenal at the moment. They're right in it. Man City obviously playing against Chelsea in just a few minutes' time. At the bottom, I mean, it's all over for Sheffield United, you would say, and Burnley. Burnley among the worst teams you've seen in the Premier League now?
Certainly on that performance, yeah. I couldn't pick out anything encouraging from that at all. What they were